couple. I think you can apply that to any luxury cruise, can't you? A silver-haired fox with his wife, who's ever so slightly suspiciously too young for him, standing on the deck, looking out over the sunset. Ah, life's so good. That type of material. The last campaign library section here, which also is empty at the moment. We're going to chat to Hello World about that. We've got the Hello World exclusives. So now if I were to pop across to the Hello World main Facebook page, you'll see that they're very active in terms of putting out lots of fabulous promotionals, posts with lots of gorgeous pictures and stuff. I believe head office also is constantly creating these supplier promotional tiles with the beautiful blue borders. What we are going to ask them to do once we're all sorted is to not just post them themselves, but put them in here. So the same goes with email as with social. So you'll be able to jump in here and you'll be able to cherry pick all of the Hello World exclusive campaigns that you want to promote via social media. So that'll be all in there as well. I say that they haven't agreed to do it yet. I figured if we do enough webinars and we tell enough people they're going to do it, then they're going to have to do it. Okay, so that's email, that's social. What have I missed, Fran? What am I missing? Jump in.
We can have a quick chat about data sources, the database contact management, which is just as important because we need a database to be able to send emails.
This is true. Okay. Right. Okay. I'm going to try and do this myself. I don't understand it, but I'll try. Okay. So the old portal was pretty straightforward and simple. You had mailing list or mailing lists. And when you select send on a campaign, you choose the mailing list that you want to send it to. This portal is slightly different and slightly more complicated because we have various tools coming online over the next few months. And this is the setup that's going to be required in order to facilitate that. One of those tools that I keep hinting about is the integration into ResWorld, which will be the first of hopefully many CRMs that we integrate into. And what that will allow you to do is to go into your mid-office system, go, okay, I've got this campaign here in Genesis promoting the new Silver Sea European season. It's not for everybody. Let's be specific. So I jump into my CRM, I go and I filter and I create a list of my clients that have booked a luxury cruise with me in the past, that let's say they're over the age of 50, for interest's sake, and or they have spent this amount of money. But I'm going to exclude clients who are traveling in the next 6 to 9 months. But I want a list of everybody who fulfills that criteria, who isn't traveling yet, who hasn't booked with me in the last year. CRM spits out a list. You hit a button and it says send to Genesis. And over in that Genesis comes a new data source that says CRM import for Silver Sea. And that database or that custom mailing list may only have 45 people on it, but you can then send that Silver Sea campaign specifically to that 45 people. And then if you want, you can say, well, what else have we got in here? Okay, we've got a Club Med campaign in here, the new South Africa resort that's opening. Go into my CRM, create a filtered list of all my families that travel together. Now give me a list of all the families that travel together that haven't booked in the last 6 months. Okay, push this across to Genesis and send that campaign to those 35 people. Now, obviously, it's nice to send a campaign. It feels nice to send a campaign to 2,000 people as opposed to 45 people. But if you're sending a campaign to 45 people who are right in the, what do you call it, the sweet spot in terms of you're marketing to them the product that you know is going to hit home, you are going to get the best possible result from that email. And this is the other thing that you need to think about. You're not going to piss off all the other people that it's not relevant to. So when you think about sending out an email to a big database, obviously the bigger the database, generally speaking, the worse the open rate. The open rate's one thing, because that gives you an idea of interest in the content that you're sending out. But the other aspect of the email that you need to look at data-wise is your unsubscribe rate and your complaints rate. So at any given time over the course of perhaps a year, you're going to lose a few percent. It could be up to 20% if you're quite regular of your database, just through attrition, just from people not being interested, unsubscribing, or just dropping off or losing focus or just losing interest with your tool. So over and above adding new subscribers to your database, to be able to actually really focus the message and minimize the amount of people falling off is going to give you so much more longevity in terms of your database. And now, sorry, last thing for me before I let Fran jump in. Yeah, one day you might want to sell your business. And let me tell you, we now live in the information age, the data knowledge age. The database that you have, the following that you have on social media,